It's a week since Donald Trump stormed to victory in Iowa. His road back to the White House a little clearer. But why? How is a man so divisive, so polarizing, so surrounded by chaos, so popular still? Here, in America's Midwest, it's clear.
I've been here basically my whole life.
The land here on the plains of Nebraska is Mike Kubik's. His business is grain, his politics is conservative, and his life is good.
Excellent. I love my job. I've never had a bad day.
Nebraska's economy is good. Unemployment is low. It has among the nation's largest gains in personal income. It mirrors a national trend. But Mike's story reflects the puzzle of American politics right now. His lot may be good, but it just felt better before, and inflation is biting.
We've more than doubled our fuel. That costs there. Our chemicals have gone up. Our fertilizer has gone up. The cost of equipment has gone up. Food is terrible, and our government doesn't seem to care.
So you have a nostalgia for the Trump years. Things were better then for you.
Yes, he put America first. We had no wars. All them people that died in Russia and Ukraine, they'd still be alive today if Donald Trump was president.
You believe that?
I honestly believe that. Because he'd go there and he'd take both sides, he'd negotiate.
This has long been a conservative heartland, of course. But nostalgia for Trump in particular is everywhere here. And you sense it's as much about the deep flaws they see on the other side.
I think now, in these last 4 years, I haven't felt a lot of attention to agriculture from this administration.
At one level or another, most here are in agriculture. Trey Stevens is a crop scientist. He helps the farmers to make a profit.
It always felt like Trump was in control. And you know, right now, these last 4 years, it's kind of like who is in control.
Looking in on America from beyond, I think people struggle to understand what the appeal is of a man who seems to be divisive. He seems to drive quite a lot of chaos.
Right, yeah. I think, man, in order for change to happen, sometimes chaos ensues, and Trump is not afraid of that. I try to remove myself from a lot of the things he says and focus on the things that he does. If it was my wish, have a businessman that's strong like Trump, but maybe just doesn't say as much, you know?
As the interstate cuts south, Nebraska becomes Kansas, but the politics doesn't shift much. The weekly auction draws ranchers and their cattle from across the state.
When Trump was in office, it was a lot more steady. We're just on a roller coaster with Biden as far as what happens with our markets.
What about Trump the man? I mean, he's pretty unique.
He annoys me.
Why?
I think he needs to learn to keep his mouth shut on some things. I think he's very good with business, but I think he says some things he shouldn't. And sometimes he just needs to be quiet and, you know.
Who's the answer then politically? Who's going to make America better?
Well, I think Trump will change things around if he gets back in. I really do. I think it's going to get our border closed up, get things back to normal.
But then a moment that cuts to the heart of a divide that's set so deep. What do you think the attraction of Trump is? Because he seems to still have such a hold on the country.
Absolutely nothing to me because me personally, I am engaged to a woman, so it's not a really safe thing around here to just outwardly express, especially in this culture. So personally for me, I am currently searching for a state to live in and have a safe future. So that's something really real that I have to think about that a lot of people don't.
It's quite a profound thing, really, to feel like you can't necessarily be here because of you, because of what you feel and what you represent.
It's a scary thing, yeah. A lot of people think it's choice, but.
Tempers weigh 440. 204 now, 5 now, a bit another 5, about a bit another 6 here, a bit another now 7. $1 now, 2 now, 2 now, 3, bid 3 now, 4, and you just have to speed it up a whole bunch, right?
To keep people engaged.
Yeah, it is. So it's a very fun way to make a living. We live here in the middle of the United States. I think that people on both the east and west coast where there's high populations, I think they probably forget where their food comes from.
And what do you think about the two people that appear to be the front runners to be president?
Yeah, you'd think we could find better nominees than that, wouldn't you? I don't know why the Democrats and Republicans can't come up with younger candidates or candidates that don't have any baggage, it appears, because both of them have baggage. The Biden side obviously has baggage, and Donald Trump seems to be in and out of court, and there's issues there, but we're going to vote with who our nominees are.
And for you, that means Trump's the man?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll vote for Donald Trump again.
A journey of conversations through the heart of America ends at its very heart. A small chapel marks the geographical center of the United States. It is the nation's center point, its middle ground. Right now, hard to find. Mark Stone, Sky News in Kansas.